Hi music fans, I'm going to share with you my new review of BoomTown Fair Festival 2018. My plan is to tell you about the music production and organization parts of the festival. Moreover, I will show you photos and videos of my highlights. As you know, I always want to explore new big festivals. I choose to attend BoomTown this time. Somehow I had put this festival into the same category as Glastonbury in my mind, as I consider this kind of festival to be massive and creative event with huge lineups. Glastonbury changed all my limits and standards of festival in 2014. So I had two creative festivals in my wish list since that time. These are Festival and BoomTown. So let's talk about BoomTown 2018. Apparently I had forgotten about the atmosphere at these kind of festivals. BoomTown was a huge festival with plenty of places to explore. For example, it would take almost 45 minutes to walk from one side to another. They built up a lot of things for this festival from the scratch. As a result, you had an unbelievable experience over there. To begin with, I would like to say thank you to Team BoomTown for all their work. They did a great job. I bet it was one of the most wonderful and creative festivals in the UK this summer. I was impressed by 5 things in particular. 1. The size of the place with 60,000 attendants. 2. The great numbers of stages. 3. The variety of entertainments. 4. The big lineup. 5. Good organization. There was only one big issue, but I'm going to tell you about it later. It's no secret that I decided to visit BoomTown because I wanted to see and experience the main stages. I had seen photos and videos of them previously, and they seemed extremely impressive. They left me without a choice, so I packed my camping stuff and went to the festival. At this point, I would like to remind you that my plan is to tell you only about the music and organization parts of the BoomTown. So I'm going to say a few words about the lineup. It was the mixture of all music genres, including drum bass, bassline, UK garage, pop, rock, dub, reggae, house, techno, psytrance, disco and many more. I was happy with the headliners because I hadn't seen them before. I didn't recognize half of the names on the main poster, but I was aware of the drum bass artists and some of the house music DJs. I had a difficult choice with who to go and watch, even with my relatively limited knowledge of the lineup. I managed to see performances by these artists during the festival. Let's explore the stages of BoomTown Festival. Lion's Den. This stage was the main home of live performances. I liked the fact that the dance floor looked like a bowl. For this reason, everyone has a nice view of the stage. The size of it was amazing. In my opinion, they made it even bigger and interesting than the previous years. Disadvantage: I assume it would be nice to have bigger screen at the sides, considering the size of the place. Secondly, the light show at this stage only covered half of the dance floor. It would make sense to add extra lights to towers with speakers. Plus, it was slippery on the dance floor on Sunday. Sector 6. This was my favorite stage of the festival. Sector 6 had a original and industrial design. The size of the stage was insane. I spent enough time there to observe all the light show, and I can confidently say that they were really well done. The lights were synchronized with the music very well. I think Sector 6 was the biggest and most amazing drum bass stage I have seen in the UK. Would you agree with me? I guess it's time to mention about fire flames on the main stages. I haven't seen so many fire effects in one festival before. Was it a promotion of British Gas or Gazprom? However, it does give extra weight to the performances. Disadvantage: the DJ desk was hidden too high up on the stage, so we weren't able to see the artist on the main screen as well. As a result, we missed the connection with the DJ behind the desk. Here are my highlights of the stage.
Let's go! 1, 2, 3, hey! Check. Last one, LTJ. We got TQ. On the way back to the TO. We're into the bad boy Gigz.
Shanghai Towers. This was the second crazy stage. Shanghai had a massive structure with plenty of lights, screens and lasers. It was probably my second favorite stage at BoomTown. Shanghai also had rice sitting at either side of the stage and at the back of the dance floor, so attendees could see the show from different angles. I don't think I can describe the design or music of Shanghai better than video clips. So here are some wicked moments from the dance floor.
And Crips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear if Cowboys and Crips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear Crips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear
My only personal disadvantage, the stage was far away from Sector 6. To sum up my feedback on those their main stages, I was glad to spend my money and time enjoy these big stages. In my opinion, they give me the remarkable and rare experience of a good stage performance that I don't see every weekend or even math. To be honest, I am a proper bassline junkie. I like to listen to my favorite music with a heavy bass. This is probably why I have attended so many events, because the music sounds right and unique enough for me on huge sound systems. I appreciate and enjoy every minute on a dance floor when the sound system works as I like. It's time to speak about the sound at BoomTown. This was the main issue or problem for me. I'm going to quickly tell you my first impressions of the sounds at BoomTown. First of all, I visited 5 stages on Thursday evening. The first stage was a small version of Sector 6 and it was very good in the beginning. It had electronical sound systems and the subs gave cool vibration and the volume was alright. The second arena was Psy Forest. The sound was fine. The third stage was with Sina sound system. This system never let me down, as to be expected they delivered quality sound that night. My fourth stage was Tangle Roots. I was pleased by the sounds over there. They joined 3 sound systems together: Line Pool sound system, Unit 137 sound system and Qualitex sound system. The speakers and subs covered the whole dance floor and imitated my preferable standards of the sound. Unfortunately, Tangled Roots stopped the music early, so I went to my final stage on Thursday, which was Hidden Woods. There was a huge contrast in bassline between these 2 stages. However, this stage had decent sound too. went to listen to LSB set for a bit on Friday and I was impressed by the number of subs and speakers. The volume was okay at that time, but I was assuming it would increase later on and started to imagine how the sound would blast the crowd. I decided to then go and see Mungo's Hi-Fi at the Lions Den stage. The sound was quiet during their performance too. I thought again it might get better later and we returned to Sector 6 just before LTG Bookim's performance. He started to play his first tune and I was so disappointed. After all those teasing, the sound system performed terribly. There wasn't bass, moreover the volume was so low. I was thinking something just went wrong. The music didn't sound right. Honestly, I didn't expect the sounds to be a problem at BoomTown. I was also there during Clip's set as well and it was the same situation, so I couldn't handle it. It was such a bad experience for me and the problem stuck in my mind. I discovered this problem during all the days at the festival at these stages. I went to see Foreign Beggars at Pokoloka at 3 AM on Saturday. I was thinking that this stage was located right in the middle, so I thought we should give a chance and visit. But it was too quiet, it was just wrong, it was almost a cappella performance. I saw a lot of disappointed faces, including mine. I think we were all wondering why it was so bad. I feel sorry for all the musicians and sound engineers who weren't able to give their best performance at BoomTown this year. I hate to listen to my favorite musicians without bass and a wall that is quieter than the crowd. You can forget about the good drops because they are impossible with this sound level. Volume this low is a massive waste of a good sound system. The sound restriction just killed the vibe. I have seen comments on Facebook about the problem with the sounds over the last 2 years, but I couldn't imagine the size of the problem at this kind of large festival. In my opinion, the worst thing about the sound restriction was awareness by the BoomTown festival team about them prior to the festival. Of course, I don't know the whole story, but as a visitor, I was feeling slightly deceived on the dance floor during NDC set. I would be interested to know what BoomTown is planning to do about the sounds issue. I wonder if they will be able to improve it for next year.